Hi guys, Ken Smith Fishing. So I got several announcements for you. We're going to kind of go through how I'm setting up my Bass Cat Lynx. One of my favorite things I'll talk about this is what's in the boat. So I thought I'd do mine. I'm going to try to do a couple more for y'all here in the next few weeks. And by the way, I apologize. I know the lighting is kind of weird. My light ring went out, so I'm kind of making do as I go here. So a couple of things I want to mention to you guys. Number one, don't forget, if you're interested, this Saturday is the Bass Cat tournament there on Sam Rayburn. I'll put Phil's contact information as I did before down in the description on this video if you want to contact him to find out more about that. That is on Saturday of this week. I do not know if it's a training event or not, but you can reach out to Phil for that. Number two, I had a guy reach out to me. From, I believe from the Texarkana area. And, you guys know I've talked about some tournaments in the past and try to keep you guys just like I just did with the Bass Cat tournament. So this is an Arklatex team tournament, team tournament. 4 lakes here. It looks like a really nice payout. And what the guys said basically is there's not a lot in kind of southern Arkansas and northern Louisiana for guys to fish. So they've put this circuit together. $5,000 first place guaranteed. So you guys can see the flyer right there. If you want to look into that, you can do that as well. Now, the other thing I want to mention to you is there's a couple of specials you need to know about going on right now. Number one, there is a great bait bag offer for Christmas from 6 cents. It's like $140, $150 worth of stuff. Actually, I'll tell you exactly what it is because they told me what it was. Okay, so forgive me, I'm just reading from the email. So there's 2 bags, there's a red bag and a green bag. The red bag is $90 worth of product, selling for $49.99. But if you use the code KEN10, you get another 10% off that, so it'll be basically half price, about 45 bucks. The green bag is $140 worth of product, selling for 99 bucks, another $10 off, 10% off that gets it down to about $90. So both really good deals from 6 cents. You can check that out. I'll put a link down below if you want to just pass that to your wife or your girlfriend or your kids to get you something. That's out there as well. The other thing I also noticed was on Tackle Warehouse, Cigar line is on sale. Actually, a lot of stuff is on sale. So as I've mentioned to you guys before, when you shop through my link, which is at the top of my description or the top of the description of the video down below, when you click that link and shop through that link, Tackle Warehouse knows you came from Ken Smith Fishing and they support my channel when you do that. So that is very much appreciated, guys. They're a really big supporter of the channel. I don't talk about Tackle Warehouse near as much as I should talk about Tackle Warehouse. Let's see, what else was there on there? All right, so I mentioned the Arkansas tournament, Bass Cat tournament, Cigar on sale, and the Christmas bundle. Oh, I know what the other one was. Now, by the way, this one may be gone. I apologize if this one is gone, but there was a special at Jones Trolling Motor. It was a 1242 KSV plus, which is a Garmin unit, plus a live scope, $37.99 with a $200 rebate from Garmin. And if you mention Ken Smith Fishing, another $100, so $300 off that bundle. Now, that may be sold out, guys. When I get these, so I normally record these videos several days before you guys see them. But when I get something like this, which I got last week, I posted it to my Instagram, which is Ken Smith Fishing 2.0. So if you don't follow that, you might follow Ken Smith Fishing when I run across deals like this or when I presented deals like this. I immediately post them on Instagram so guys can see them. That may be sold out, but you might check with those guys and see where they are. They might still have some of those left as well at Jones Trolling Motor, and their contact information is down below as well. So let's check this out. We'll come back at the end of this video. We'll do a spark drawing, and I hope you enjoy this. So guys, one of my favorite sections of the Bassmaster magazine, which I honestly don't read anymore quite like I used to because I get so much of my stuff online, YouTube and other places. But one of the sections I always loved was kind of what's in the boat, which I liked because I like seeing how pros store stuff. So I thought I would, and by the way, I'm also a golfer. One of my favorite other things to do or to read was from Golf Magazine, where they would do what's in the bag. So you'd see golfers, what clubs they're carrying, what their ball marker is, how many balls they carry, what they carry, spare shoes, good luck charms, whatever else in their bag. So I thought I would share, now that I've spent 7 months in the Bass Cat Lynx, I thought I would share with you kind of how I've set this boat up. So let me walk you through the boat. All right, so on the port side, this big box right here, so
it looks, now again, so I'm trying to keep the weight to the rear of the boat, and I'm trying to carry less crap than I used to carry. And that's just purely, it was just carrying too much stuff. Those front 2 bags, those are actually bags that I got baits from 6 cents in. But what's in those now are gloves, hats. And when I say hats, I mean toboggan hats, a couple of them. Extra wool socks in case I get my feet wet, and scarves. So, you know, those buffs you see got me wearing, and winter buffs as well. Now, I carry a whole bunch of gloves. I've talked about this in the past. I use several different kind of winter gloves. I found some Cabela's gloves you guys see me wear the last couple of days that I really like. They're a tacky glove. Actually, I'll show you those gloves in a minute. But I also like FootJoy winter golf gloves, those rain gloves, that when they get wet, they get really tacky. And I learned this from Chris McCall. We were talking one day, because, you know, down here, the fishing season is January, February, March mostly. And I asked Chris kind of how he did it, and he carries 10 sets of gloves. So I've done that now for 4 or 5 years, or maybe longer, since Chris told me that. And when a set gets too wet, I just take them off, I throw them in a box, and then I put on a dry set of gloves. Those gloves I was talking about are these Cabela's gloves. They fit really, really tight, and that's a tacky surface on them. They're called, oh, I'm sorry, these are not the Cabela's gloves. These are something somebody else told me about. I forgot, this is different. These are Ice Armor gloves by a company called Clam. Those are really good cold weather gloves. I probably need to order a couple more pairs of those gloves, because those are as good as the FootJoy gloves are. So that's what I carry forward. Now, I use this as my ice chest. You can see it's in there, the plug's out, and I've drained it. And there is a second ice chest and a Bass Cat, whoops, under here. Now, for me, what I carry under here is just spare water. That's where I carry my spare water, so that I always know I have water in there. Since I don't have my console in right now, this is my glove box. And really all I carry in here, I carry my charge cord for my GoPro. There's a phone cord in there as well. My 6 cents gloves, multiple buffs, a pair of sunglasses. That's my main pair of sunglasses I wear during the day. You see there's a spare pair in there as well. A pair of reading glasses for those low light days when I'm graphing and I don't want to have sunglasses on. In this little cubby hole box down here, I keep my sunscreen, a box with just some extra stuff for the boat in it, plugs for the prop, and then up front is the stuff you put in the live well, my live well additives. Now, I'm carrying the bulk of my weight in the back of the boat. This side, now, if it was a BFL or if I was fishing a team tournament, I clean this box out for my co-angler. But you see, I've got my rain suit in there, which I would normally probably have on this time of year. I carry a spare jacket and a spare pair of rain suit pants, my prop wrench, my balance beam is down in there. That's that really, really nice Ego balance beam you guys have seen me use. And then I've got just crankbaits. And what I try to do is I try to separate deep stuff from shallow stuff, so that when I know I want a C20, it's going to be in the port side box. I carry some additional soft plastics back there. You see that one is swim baits. And then that one is trailers. I carry trailers in that one. And then on the other side is kind of my, this is actually interesting, where I probably got this backwards. I probably should move this one to the other side, but this one always stays loaded. So this is probably where I've got more weight in here. And so this is all jigs and tail spinners. I just keep a box full of those in there. And then kind of all the rest of my hard baits are in this side. Now, if you'll notice here, there's a weight box in there. That's where I carry a whole bunch of weights. But what I also do up here is, I'll show you. So in that little EW, so again, I'm trying to move weight to the back of the boat, and I'm trying to have less clutter in my normal fishing area. In my EWG box, in my drag box, I keep a couple of sinkers right there. I keep my hooks, I keep my swivels, and I keep my beads, so that when I need to make a Carolina rig up, everything I need is right there. Now, when I run out of weights, I just pull some from the back up here to the front. And I tried to just carry this one, but I kept running out of sinkers and getting on the water and going, crap, I don't have any sinkers. So I've carried the big box of sinkers in the back of the boat. and the little box of sinkers in the front of the boat. So that's how I've set the Bass Cat up. I'm really comfortable with it. Again, it took a while. It took a little bit of time to adjust to having not having this as your big box, but now that I have, I mean, it's really comfortable, even with the console in here, to be able to access that starboard side, front box as you're fishing, and pretty much get to anything I need to during the day. Now, again, if I'm trap fishing, in here and under that lid would be 2 trap boxes. There'd be a 1/2 ounce trap box and a 3/4 ounce trap box, and that's going to have 6 Sense, Lucky Craft, Rattle Trap, Academy brand, kind of just a little bit of everything, because as you guys know, different sounds get bit on different days. So I hope. Now this is a net result of OH Ivy. I've got way too many rods in this box right now, and I've also got my spare treble hooks in there as well, because I was throwing, if you remember, I was throwing a lot of top waters. Those normally are in this box over here. They just kind of landed over there. I've got gosh, how many rods do I have set up in there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 12. That's not bad. So there's only about 16, 17 rods. There's some spare reels in the bottom. That's kind of how haphazardly those rods are just kind of in there. So, by the way, I normally have whatever, like if I'm going square bill fishing or going trap fishing, I'll put boxes in there. But I wasn't doing that, so there's no boxes in there. They're all in the back right now. So this is the box that I use most of the stuff out of most of the time. So what you'll see here is I have these little boxes, heavy flipping, so that's hooks, jig heads, that is what is that actually? Oh, that's frog and swim bait hooks. I've actually got 2 of those in there, Ned and Wacky hooks, and then EWG and drag hooks. And then I've really quit carrying nearly as much soft tackle as I used to, because I only use a few colors. So that's basically just drag baits, and I keep my dip and die right there, so when you get a bait out, the dip and die is really handy right there. Sorry, that was a bad angle, but so I think you saw that. So again, just drag baits, baby brush hogs, trick worms, anything that I drag on a regular basis is in that bag, along with dip and die. And then in this case, I had bought some crappie stuff yesterday there at Bass Strike in Zavala, so I've got my crappie baits just laying there on top, and then Cincos and worms. And then kind of down the side, back there in the back, I've got scales, I've got Mojo weights. That is a box full of that gold, that Cigar gold. So I've got 6, 8, 10, and 15 pound leader line in there. I've got a couple of scales in there. I've got my tungsten weights in there. And then I've also got 15 pound, kind of an old spool of Invisex that I used for leader line when I went to, and I got some trash in there. And then spare pairs of sunglasses, big game leader line back there in the back. Of course, I'm 59 years old, so 1,000 count of Advil, hand warmers, and that little green basket back there is where I hang wet baits, and then I put them up after I fish for a day. So that's what I keep in that box. Now, a Bass Cat is pretty weight sensitive in the nose, so you see my Garmin brain is mounted in that box, but there's really nothing else in there. There's some documents, there's a couple of big swim baits. My life jacket right now is in the back seat of the truck, but it's normally in there, so there's normally a life jacket in there. Again, another pair of sunglasses, the all-important toilet paper. There's actually, you're gonna see a pair of rolls in there. Now, I originally set that box up to be a day box. I put my dip and die and my baits in there, but what I found is I like coming back here and sitting down. So I've really taken most of the stuff out of that box. There's really not much in that box at this point. I will throw a sandwich up in there if it's cold. So that's what's in those Starboard boxes. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you guys have ideas on how to carry stuff. So one of the things I don't have a good solution for are my big swim baits, because they just take up so much room. So they stay out of the boat unless I really need them, but I'd like to have a way to carry those where they're not just a big mess all the time. So if you guys got ideas on that, I'd love to hear it. I carry my A-rig all in one of these little boxes over here. That's my A-rig box. But again, I'm always looking for good ideas on ways to carry baits. I do still use, we've talked about this before, I do still use these, which are the lingerie bags. They're see-through, you can ride on them a little bit, but I've really settled on, I like those 6 cents ones because they stay more organized and because I typically carry less junk than when I carried those. I literally weighed it one day. I picked up one of those that had Senkos in it, and it weighed 4 pounds. I was carrying 4 pounds worth of Senkos, and I thought, that's just ridiculous. So having my stuff where I can drag it up to the edge of the boat really has helped me not carry 10 bags of baby brush hogs. I'm carrying 2 bags, and at the end of the day, I just pull a bag down if I've gone through a bag or 2 of brush hogs, so that I'm not carrying tons of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And again, I'd love to see your ideas. If you'll send me pictures, kensmithfishing@outlook.com, of any of your ideas that you want to share, I'll be glad to share them on the channel in a future video as well. So thanks, guys. We'll see y'all in the water soon. All right, hope you enjoyed that. Spark drawing for the week, $250. This is all, we got just a couple left this year. So we're gonna go down here to the bottom. We're gonna pull that name right there. Timothy, I can't read it. Loop, L-O-U-P-E, or maybe L-O-O-P-E, can't read my own handwriting, but Huffman, Texas. So, Timothy, you got a $250 gift card coming from your friends at Spark Fishing. The envelope just says rewards on it. It doesn't say anything about Spark. So, keep an eye on that in about 2 weeks. Don't throw that away. That's good money right there. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be on Rayburn this weekend. I'm going to fish a little. I'm going to review a G3, the first of the 10 boat reviews. And we'll have and I'm gonna spend hopefully the afternoon Friday with Todd Driscoll getting an update on what those fish did on Toledo Bend that they've been tracking for over a year now. So really good stuff coming. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all soon.